What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching. Keep Common Game On. We are playing some more UberFlight. I played this game once before for about an hour. It was actually pretty addicting. I gave some critiques about it. I gave some tips on what I thought the developers should do to make it a little bit better. To my surprise, the developer actually left a comment on that video, and he said he's going to take some of my criticism into what's the word for it? He was gonna take some of the things I said, and he was gonna try to improve on them. Some of the things. So this is an improved version since I played last time, because there was an update. I went to my Steam, it said there was an update, so I'm assuming there's gonna be a little bit of changes here and there. This is the build number 325. From what I can tell, from what the guy said in the comments, this is pretty much made by like one person. He had some help from I think maybe one or two other people for like some sound effects or something, but this is pretty much made by one guy. So shout out to you, man. I gotta say, even though it's kind of bare boned at the moment, I'm liking it. And I did say it would be kind of cool if there was like a tutorial or something last time I played, and to my surprise, when I booted up the game, I think there was actually like a list of controls. What just happened? Well, let me click over here real quick. Let me click the game real quick. There was actually a list of controls. If I can click over here. I've been having some issues with, there we go, okay. There was actually a list of controls and kind of how the gauges worked and everything. It kind of gave you a list of how things worked. There wasn't like a full tutorial, but for this kind of game, I don't really think it needs a full tutorial. I think, the text saying what, this is for this is for that, the controls. There's basically one page just listing the control scheme. And I don't think that was in the first version, the one I played. So it was nice to see that added in there. So, but we're gonna hop into the arcade version, and we're just gonna go with the red box level. The controls do feel a little bit smoother. I don't know if it's because he tweaked it or if because last time I upgraded a bunch of, I unlocked a bunch of stats. So I upgraded my character a little bit to make the flight maneuvering a little bit easier to control. So that might be what that's all about, or he may have actually went in and kind of tweaked how the flying is. Still feels a little bit rough around the edges, but hopefully he'll continue to keep improving it. But I just wanted to play a little bit more, kind of give you an update, see what's changed. And yeah, it seems like it does pick up, like as you fly close to objects, it does kind of register you getting points a little bit better, because before I would kind of fly next to an object and nothing would happen. Now it feels like it's much more responsive. Like you don't have to fly as close, and you actually see those points racking up, whereas before I don't think it felt a little bit glitchy. So that feels a little bit improved. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but it does feel a little bit smoother than the last time I played. So kudos to you, man, if you actually did go in there and fix that, because it does feel like you're earning a little bit more points, and I do enjoy that, because this game is actually pretty addictive. I played for about an hour. I will say though that the sound effects when you, I'm just kind of nitpicking here, but the sound effect when you run into things, I'm not digging it. Like, it just kind of feels like someone's like tapping on a tin can or something. Like, it just doesn't feel, it doesn't feel like it should make that sound when you run into something. Like maybe it like a grunt sound, like something like that, like a female voice, making some sound, like if she runs into something, like ow or something. Nothing too like repetitive, or maybe mix it up, like have a few different sounds, but you just kind of knocking into something and it's sounding like a tin can being like hit with a spoon or something. That kind of takes you out of the experience, at least for me. It doesn't match up. It doesn't sound like it should go together. But the point of this game is to get points. You're not trying to run into things, so I can see why maybe that kind of got pushed to the back burner. But yeah, to see kind of an upgraded sound effect for that would add a little bit to it, I think, because you do die a lot in this game. At least I do. And so I do hear that sound effect quite often. So to kind of have it mixed up a little, I guess that that metal sound could be the wings hitting, you know, something, but it feels like the character should actually be making like some kind of noise. I also would love to see the shadow effect. I kind of went on and on about how it would be cool if there was like a shadow. You could see a shadow on the ground. So you would kind of be able to gauge how close you were to an object. Because right now, if you know, I mean, I could fly super close to the ground, but I'm not going to be able to really tell how close I am because there's not really a shadow underneath me. I feel like if he added that, it would make things a little bit easier. So maybe he's still working on that, but maybe in a future patch or an update, we'll see that happen. But so far, it does feel a little bit smoother. Like I said, I have upgraded my character with a couple of perks and whatnot, so that might be why it feels smoother. But yeah, it does feel a little bit more polished. It's still rough around the edges, but it feels better than when I first started playing it. I don't know, about a couple weeks ago. So props to you, man. I don't know if you'll see this video, but yeah, I'm liking it. It's slowly getting there. I still don't know if it's worth $10 yet. I think maybe you know, $3, maybe $4, because I reference a game called UberFlight quite often when last time I played UberFlight. Very polished game, and they're only charging like $4 for that. You know, brand new $4. So $10 for this game does feel a bit steep. But I think for like $2, $3, I think people would buy it for that. And if you continue to improve this game and, you know, upgrade the levels and the mechanics and the physics, maybe add some more enemies that will shoot you, maybe open up the level a little bit, because as you go left or right, it is a very limited space where you can fly. So maybe if you open that up, made the levels a little bit bigger. I don't know how hard it would be to do that. Maybe added some more obstacles or something, or maybe some like enemies flying at you, shooting. I haven't really got past. I've only unlocked 2 levels so far, so maybe in the game that actually does happen. I'm just later on. But if you were to add those things, maybe that would you know, be worth the $10. But as of now, you know, I think $2 to $3 around there, just because, you know, the game I reference all the time, UberFlight, very polished, and you know, it's $4. So if you were to, you know, have it priced about $4, $2, $2 or $3, I think more people would buy it, and the more people that get their hands on this, the more leaderboards, you know, the more high scores are going to be. Because I kept playing because I wanted to be the highest person on the scoreboard, and I actually got to the highest spot. I think somebody beat me again. There's only like 3 people on the leaderboard at the moment, but I think somebody kind of beat my score. So yeah, but I think the more people you get playing this game, you know, the higher chance people are going to keep playing, because they want to, you know, keep improving their score, trying to bump, you know, the top player out of the top spot. But the only way people are going to buy this game is if it's a little bit cheaper, I think, because $10 is kind of a bit steep, because there are a lot of games on Steam that you can get for $10, just because there's all these sales going on and whatnot. I mean, you can get Rage. You know, a game made by Bethesda. Yes, it is an older game, but that was on sale for like $2.50. There's just a lot of games you can get for under $10 on Steam. Like, I could get 3 AAA games on Steam now for like $3. I mean, I could get 3 of them for like $10. So $10, again, a little bit steep, my opinion, you know, but it is feeling a little bit more polished, and I do appreciate that. And I understand why you maybe don't want to start it off at too cheap a price, because if you bump it up later, you know, that could have some bad repercussions. But I think for $2 or $3, people would buy this as it stands now, and as it polishes, gets more polished. Yeah, maybe bump it down to 5, maybe 5. But yeah, I'm liking this game. I'm liking it. I just feel like 10 might be a little bit too steep for people to jump in, and I know you are still tweaking it, so maybe you're just waiting until you get it just right to drop the price, or maybe you're just firm on the price. But yeah, that's my only critique, is that it's priced a little bit too high, just because there are other games similar that are a little bit more polished. I referenced UberFlight, that is only, you know, $4. So, you know, if you get more people in there, get more people playing, get those high scores going on the leaderboard, I think people will keep coming back. I'll definitely keep coming back, trying to get the top spot. But yeah, hopefully some of this feedback helps. I look forward to seeing what you do with it in the couple, in the next couple months, or how long you decide to work on it. But I will keep coming back to this game because I do feel like it is addictive, and I do like the point system, and always trying to be that like top player. So you got something, man. You just got to tweak it, polish it a little bit more, drop the price maybe. And, I think you got something. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. If you want to check this game out, it is called UberFlight. It's $10 on Steam. Last time I checked, it was $10 on Steam. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Man, good luck with improving the game. It was really cool that you left the comments on my last video, so kudos for you for giving me some feedback, for giving you some feedback. And yeah, hopefully this game will keep improving, because I think it is pretty cool. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, subscribe, stay up to date by clicking that little bell, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, my name is Adam, and remember, keep common game on. Toodles!